Just a few races into his young career, Daniel Blair used the word Jetterational, a play on generational, to describe the prowess and potential of the teenage Jett Lawrence, and just 4 years into his career, that is somehow an understatement. At just 19 years old, the Australian native already boasts one, if not the most impressive support class career in the history of our sport. And when you throw around the word generational, a few guys probably come to mind. Guys that you knew were going to be great. Whether it was their penchant for the flair, their incredible amateur career, or simply doing things on a dirt bike that no one in the world thought possible, but where does Jett stack up against these other great talents? He is one of 13 riders to win 2 outdoor titles, and only the third to successfully defend the number 1 this century. 17 men have won multiple Supercross regional titles, but this year Lawrence became just the 4th to conquer each coast. His 13 main event wins tie him with the king of the sport for 3rd overall, but the one thing that really stamps Jetson's 250 legacy is the timetable in which he accomplished his feats. A 4-time champion at just 19 years old, Jett becomes the first and only rider to successfully win every 250 class he competed in for 2 calendar years, winning the AMA Motocross Championship in 2021, the East Supercross Championship in 22, defending his plate outdoors the same year, and before moving to the West in 23 to wrap up the incredible feat. But now he moves up to the 450 class, void of much of the star power that has carried it over the past decade. Injuries have thinned the ranks for now, but Lawrence also moves into the class before age 20, while most of the top 450 riders are past the age of 30. And now we impatiently await to see what the young talent can deliver, but what precedent has been set by the generational talent before him, and how did the greats that preceded him fare when they moved up to the big bikes? We already got a glimpse of what Jett on a 450 could deliver at the Motocross of Nations, but one international race is not a full season. Just ask Ryan Villopoto, who managed to outright win his first moto at MXDN in 2008 by 25 seconds on a 250 against half a field of big bikes. His first Supercross season was solid, managing to cap off the year with 2 wins in the final 3 races, but his outdoor campaign ended before it really began after suffering a practice crash before the second round. In 2010, he was leading the Supercross series when a round 14 crash dashed the hopes of that title and left him out for outdoors for the 2nd year in a row. Of course, everyone knows what happened next, as he went on a tear of 4 consecutive Supercross titles in 2011 and 2 outdoor titles to boot before retiring on top and later being inducted into the AMA Hall of Fame in 2021. Preceding Villopoto was another Team Green phenom and James Stewart, who moved up to the big class after 4 small bore championships in 2005. Stu wasted no time making his mark, winning his 3rd ever Supercross and 3 of his first 6 in an injury-plagued season. While he showed outdoor speed with 4 moto podiums in his first year, he coupled that with 7 DNFs while missing 5 events altogether. Stu's 2022 Hall of Fame induction says it all, as he went on to reinvent the sport in many ways, ending his career 2nd all-time in Supercross wins behind the king Jeremy McGrath, and becoming only the 2nd rider in history to post a perfect season outdoors when he went 24-0 in 2008, the year after Ricky Carmichael finally hung up his boots. Oh yeah, and obviously, we need to talk about Ricky Carmichael, who is for all intents and purposes the blueprint for the generational talent. You know the GOAT's numbers: 15 AMA championships, 150 wins, 2 perfect seasons, and 5-time AMA Rider of the Year, but his transition to the big bikes wasn't so stellar. He crashed often while splitting time riding big bikes indoors while defending his outdoor title in small bike, and although flashes of speed in 2000 was enough to secure his first victory at Daytona that year, his outdoor campaign was another story, winning 8 overalls to clinch his first big bike title before winning 11 more, every single one he competed in until his farewell tour in 2007. The precedent for greatness is there, and I'm sure everyone in the Lawrence camp is well aware of the expectations that come with such incredible results, even in the support class. Following in the footsteps of legends is never easy, but given the maturity and poise that Jett already has demonstrated in his young career, there is no doubt he's up for the challenge as he makes his 450 Pro Motocross debut next weekend at Fox Raceway in Pala, California. Thanks for watching Racer X. Be sure to visit racerxonline.com for all of your motocross and supercross news.